entered the building. You are listening to the Sportcat Show.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Yeah, the one, the only Sportcat. We are live on Radio X in Australia. If you're listening to the Dare Talk radio feed, we are not live. So we're working on technical difficulties to fix that as we speak. But anybody can come over and find us on the Sportcat shows here on YouTube. You can find me and my lovely co-host Brenda. We're celebrating the beeve. We've got a, yeah, she's right. I need to hit that button. We have some lovely people in our chat today. As always, Denise welcomes, and she is reminding us to please hit that like, follow, share, subscribe. Just hit them all. Just do it all. Let's see. Wendell's here. Hello, Wendell. Chris, he is always here. Welcome. We've got some spammers on Kick, as always. It's good to see them here. Welcome. Happy Beavers.
Don't you love that? We got a spammer.
Yeah. Hey, and KG is here somewhere. KG, get ready. We're going to Connecticut.
Oh God.
No. Fuck it. I'm going to Florida. I'm done. Hold on. I gotta find a button to push here because I'm there. Warning: there may be some cussing today. There may be some screaming. There may be a mental health breakdown, and that's just the first hour.
The views, opinions, and satirical content expressed on Sportcat's Daily Gazette are those of the host, Glenn Sportcat Jackson.
That's me.
And do not reflect the views of any affiliated networks,
Probably
sponsors,
a good idea.
or platforms hosting the show. This show is intended for entertainment purposes only. Please note, satire and humor, all commentary, especially on news, sports, and entertainment, is presented in a satirical manner. Statements made on this show should not be taken as factual reporting or professional advice.
Not a scientist, not a doctor, not a cardio surgeon.
I've got some professional advice. Ladies, do not put a hot curling iron to your hair when you have mousse in it. It will burn your hair.
Questions.
Don't ask. Not today.
All right. Well, we'll start with some breaking news. Please be advised, I am a medical professional, not a scientist. I'm just a medical professional. But the views that you see here are simply from my many years of, well, dark humor. We'll just leave it at that. We have some breaking news. This was alerted to me pretty much immediately by make full screen. Where the hell did it go? Jesus Christ.
I don't know.
I don't either. Why is
You're
this
the one
thing
driving? God.
Get up there.
The
Full screen. Go full screen. Well, no, it doesn't want to go full screen. Okay, screw it. So we have some breaking news. We're going to break away from what we normally do first here. Let me get serious for a minute. Just this one will be serious for a minute. I promise you, this will only be serious for a minute, if less than that. So, yeah, hold on. Let me get back in the chat. I'm pushing too many buttons here. Chris, don't let a moose ever stand on your head. That seems like solid. And Wendell, before the day is over, I may be. So, there's a meeting in the White House just before press time. And as you can see here, our president, he's surrounded by medical professionals. And that is what's Kennedy's official title?
Secretary of Health or something like that.
Yeah. He's in charge of health, I guess. I don't know. So at any rate, during the middle of all this, well, there was an emergency, and luckily that there was a trained professional there to render aid. They were having the health press conference, and let's see, let me minimize this for a minute. Well, no, hold on. Hold on. Hide here. And so there was a health emergency that occurred during this. I'm going to kill the audio. Well, do I not have video? Play. Why are you not playing? Play.
I don't know. You took it off.
Jesus. Here we go. So no, I want to kill the audio. So this gentleman, I don't know who the hell he is. He was talking about Ozempic, the weight loss drug, and how it's here to help us fat people.
Yeah, it almost killed me.
I think Trump called it the fat person drug. And if you see over here, do you notice anything out of the ordinary by any chance? Anybody? Anyone? Anyone?
Well, it's hard for me to see, but there's a guy standing there with his head down.
Well, yeah.
He don't look
yeah,
too good.
yeah.
Trump looks nice and comfortable, though.
Well, so there's a gentleman in this picture that is having a medical emergency.
It's truly an honor to be
And
here today.
it's not funny. You can tell as a paramedic, you can tell by the color of his skin. They cut the feed.
Looks a little gray.
So, yeah, he's looking a little purple gray. And this gentleman was speaking about his wonderful drug, Ozempic.
Killed me.
Yeah, well, that's all right. They're going to save fat people. I said to him, just mute this. And then, well, at some point in time, Dr. Oz has to rush in and render medical aid. Man down. This is not funny. This is Eli Gordon, I believe his name is. According to the press release from Eli, or not, sorry, from, yeah, what? No, I can show a screen. According to the press release, he is 46. Not sure that I buy that, but so you can see he's surrounded by his staff there and friends. And this gentleman had a medical emergency. He says he's 46.
Look now, I'm 58. I don't look that bad.
Maybe he does right. I don't know. So at any rate, he as you can tell, and I am trying really hard to be medically professional here. He does not look well. He probably has been unwell for a relatively short period of time, but he collapsed in the White House. Dr. Oz, he was in the Oval Office. What is Dr. Oz's? He's the official.
He was a doctor, but he's
a doctor. He's like in charge of something. He's important. He rushed to his side and rendered medical aid, and so did the people around him, and of course the Secret Service. And there's a fire department. I don't know if it's fire department, but it's EMS, emergency medical response team, is always within arm's reach. They were quickly summoned, and so they elevated his legs. They got him on the ground. And then they rushed the press out. President Trump, this is probably the most disheveled, I have to say, I've seen our president.
He's like, that figures.
I am not trying, I want to make this perfectly clear. I'm not trying to make light of a man's medical condition.
But that look on Trump's face is priceless.
Image of Trump, he looks like he's saying every fucking body around me is goddamn idiots. I am surrounded by fucking idiots. I'm not making fun of the guy, but in this moment, I would love to be able to pull the thoughts out of Trump's head.
Yeah,
he's probably thinking, invite the goddamn media in. We do something good. What the fuck? I am not, I want to repeat, making fun of a man's medical condition.
No. We're talking about the expression on Trump's face is like, I have had enough.
He's like, I'm done. I'm done.
I'm going to go have lunch. I'm out.
Why am I surrounded by these people? What did I do in my life to get me to this point?
I can't.
I may make that my wallpaper. I really may. As a medical, I don't know what the hell just happened there.
Oh no, there's a bunch of orangutans on the screen.
We'll get back to that. I don't know what button I hit. So I am not making fun of this man's medical condition. Apparently, let's see. Let me see if I can read through my cloudy glasses. The man that they were calling Gordon is, if you could hear the audio, his name is Gordon Brooks. He is a senior executive with Eli Lilly. It kind of concerns you when they're talking about, here, take this drug, it's good for you, and a guy passes out.
Hope he's not taking that.
So
I can't.
Because he's 46. I don't know that I buy that. But at any point, the president actually Oz was there. Dr. Oz was there. David Ricks, he was the CEO. I believe he was the one speaking, and his assistant Gordon, who fell down on the job. Apparently, he is the architect of the deal that got this drug price down. It must have stressed him really bad.
Okay.
So, and of course, Carolyn Levitt was there. And Trump, he started off the press conference was like, I'm going to call this the fat people drug or something like that. He made a fat joke right off. So the media is running with that. And then he turns to them. I don't know why Trump does some of the things he does. He turns to them and he goes, well, I've not heard anything bad about this. Have you? What the absolute fuck do you think you're going to say, Trump? You're going to tell me, Mr. President, this guy right here took it before he came in. He's pretty old.
Monica said Trump looks like he needs a drink.
Trump doesn't drink, but yeah. I mean, what did he expect him to say? Thank God they probably just kind of all smiled and shook their head thinking, Jesus Christ, I wish this guy would just get on with it. And then moments later, man down, mayday, mayday. So according to what little bit of information the White House is giving out, the person is fine. Dr. Oz, did I say this is the second time since Dr. Oz has been elected or nominated? He's been up there. The first person in the Oval Office he had to save was his 11-year-old granddaughter. She passed out in the Oval Office. She was scared and she fainted. So we're not making fun of her, and we're not making fun of this gentleman. I hope he gets well. No. And if you had to collapse, that's probably the best place to collapse. You're surrounded by doctors for one, and I'm sure there's an AED nearby. And so what
you're saying is, if I don't feel well, I should go to DC and bang on the White House door and say, "Let me in. I need to pass out."
At this point, he'd probably let you in just to see the freak show. He'd be like, "What the hell is that?"
There's some one-legged woman out here, sir. And he would see me and go, I know her. Let her in. I'm going to pass out here.
Man down. I'm not making fun of this. I repeat, I'm not making fun of this. He got medical assistance right away. So he is okay, according to, I don't know who the hell that is, but according to them, I need to learn to push the right damn button. So yeah, he's going to be okay. So that's good. That's good. And I'm glad that he's going to be okay. I really am. I promise you, I'm not making fun of the gentleman because it's embarrassing to get sick. Surprisingly enough, and I will say this, I have ran more calls on females that have choked to death on a hot dog, and I'm not trying to make that in a sexual way, than almost any other type of choking. And amateurs. It's usually because they were, what did you say? Amateurs?
I said amateurs.
It's typically because they're too embarrassed to seek help. And I couldn't tell you how many times I've run medical calls in bathrooms where people have had a medical emergency, and rather than saying, "Hey, help me," they've went to the bathroom, and well, then I got involved. So if you do need medical help, it's probably a good idea to reach out before you get to this point. Gordon doesn't looks like he's got a clue what's going on right there. So he is obviously passing out, and I don't know. I can't. I try not to make fun of this, but it's hard. It's hard. But if you are sick and you do have a medical emergency, it's probably best to seek help before you go into a high-profile meeting with the commander-in-chief. So,
well, you never know. I mean, maybe his sugar was low because he hadn't eaten and he was rushed, and
he works for a pharmaceutical company. He's got every drug.
Yeah, but I get shaky when I don't eat and black dots and feel like I'm going to pass out. I haven't as of yet because I'll usually shove something in my mouth like candy, but shut up, one
little girl. So yeah, if you're feeling ill, seek help. And I know it's especially difficult for men to say they need help, but seek help. And hopefully the gentleman's fine. And we can all laugh about this tomorrow once we've got a full update on how he is. But in the meantime, we wish him well. And we hope that Dr. Oz gets a medal for this. But you're trying really hard not to say something.
I'm just gonna sit this one out. I'm gonna see myself out.
I got nothing. We're still, best I can tell, we are not on the air with Dare Talk Radio. So if you're missing us, come over and join us on the Sportcat shows, or you could go to their sister station, Radio X, but it's much cooler to come over here and join the chat. And then you could have seen what Brenda's laughing at while I'm trying to be professional. So
yes.
This show went to shit before it even started. I swear. Oh, man. So, Brenda, now that we can get back to normal show stuff, not that we won't go back and watch that video again. How the hell are you? So,
well, you know, I screwed up and was asleep by midnight last night. So I woke up at 5:30 this morning, and I've been up ever since.
Well,
yeah, bells in my heels, the whole 9 yards. I don't even know what I was thinking.
I think I was up by like 1:30. I was still, the life of a YouTuber is not what I envisioned it. I thought that I would have girls send me boob pics and millions of dollars, but instead I'm
receiving pictures from Wendell.
75-year-old marriage, and I'm broke, and and I don't have a drinking problem, but I swear to God, this would make me no lie. I get up, and by 11 o'clock, I'm in the chair doing research, and then guys like this fall out and detour me for it. So I have to get the breaking news to you. And I got to say, Matt Morris, kudos to Matt. He was on it immediately. He didn't laugh, so kudos to him.
I like Matt Morris.
Yeah, I do.
I watch him for a lot of stuff.
And so, I watch a couple of them. So he had it first breaking. I got it actually from my media friend. Put an alert out on the radio and said, there's a problem in the Oval Office. I was like, oh, Wendell, do not send me naked pictures. Brenda, on the other hand, would welcome them, but me,
hey.
In fact, she wants glossy autographed ones.
10 years. Do not ruin that. I'm proud of it.
Wendell, I will give you her address. You can send her autographed ones.
You better. You'll get them. I'll forward them to you.
So, Monica says, "Yes, come over here, join the shit show."
That's right.
It's one of the. I have had a week of Mondays.
I
I really
know.
have.
What is
And it's,
wrong with you? You need psychological help. We need to sit
I
down and have a
do.
session.
I do. I
I,
need
I,
psychological help.
I think you and I should sit and have a session of conversation. I can
Yeah.
help you.
Yeah. I think I'm just ready to retire to Florida and just forget it all. Just forget it all. So, just,
You know what? That would last 2 weeks, and then you would be bored. You would be messaging me saying, "Did you leave me?"
but
I mean,
but I would have the ocean as my friend, and
yeah, that's about
I
it.
would have so much. I would
You'd
have
have something to
a
drown your
pool.
sorrows in.
I'd be living in an old folks' home, so yeah, just totally joy.
Not without
Getting old
me.
sucks.
How fun
Getting
would that
old
be?
sucks. Living with you, Jesus Christ, I'd have to start drinking. It's a
No,
good
no,
thing Jack Daniels started making 3-liter bottles again. So
yeah.
I'm gonna need it.
I'll make you coffee every morning and put some in it for you.
I don't like coffee. I just no. Sweet tea. That's what I've been on for.
Okay,
I've
it'll
got
work.
one Mountain Dew as an emergency in the refrigerator. It's
God.
my it's my emergency bottle can. So I've been off of the Mountain Dew for
I got an emergency can.
one emergency can. It's like my crack. I keep it. I go to sleep with it at night. It's in case I need it.
I stopped drinking soda so many years ago. I can't even tell you what year it was.
Well, I'm on a
time.
sweet tea, and I'm trying to do 2 glasses a day. And
Water.
Vodka goes well with sweet tea, I'm told. So does moonshine. I may be in Tennessee soon, so maybe I'll just get some moonshine. It's
You
that time
are
of year.
not going to be drinking.
I need to.
I will take my ass. I'll take a bus to Georgia just to slap the crap out of you if I find out you're drinking.
I'll be in Florida, so no return.
Okay, I can go to Florida. That'll be just as good.
Return address.
Uh-huh.
Good morning or good afternoon in New York. It's 2:25. I don't know what time it is you get on your knees and do your prayers, but you ready for the bolo? I'm sure it'll come soon. I understand NYPD is getting new saddles. They are going to not have horses anymore. They're going to have camels, is what I was told. So,
God. So I have a friend that it was on Facebook, and when I was growing up, she was in California with me. We went to school together, and she lives out there. And she had made a comment, so I left a comment, and I said, Karen, there's still room in Texas, but shh, don't tell everybody. Come on, girl.
No. Not sure. I just tuned into NYC, and this is what I heard. I'm gonna turn that off. I'm not
No,
sure.
you did not. Not yet. It takes time to set that stuff up.
Well, we're going to talk about that because, well, it appears 7 firefighters from FDNY were injured overnight in a car bombing.
Yes, I heard about that.
Night 1.
Yep.
So it begins.
The plane, and then the bomb in the van, and
yeah. So it begins. I'll probably get death threats for that, but that's okay. Camel's ass and find me. I don't give a shit. All right. So good morning in Perth. It is 3:21. Sydney, get up. Make your coffee. Burnt toast and coffee time. 6:27. So we're glad you're here, though. So I have messaged the station owner, but I'm imagining the engineer and him are asleep right now. I don't know, but
good morning.
So, did anybody go out and enjoy the beef last night? Did you go out and enjoy the beef?
No.
No.
I did not.
Well, you should have went out and enjoyed the beef. 99% illumination with the beef. So, yes, Denise, you're gonna have to go. So,
well, Denise, I'm trying to. Susie's trying to get that bigger place, girl. Just hang tight. Do it before they make you have a passport. Oh God.
Make it through the show. I'm gonna make it through the show if it's the last thing I do. And it very well may be. I may be
I can't, come on, man. I can't do this without you.
no, that ain't one. Hold on.
Camille! Where are you, Camille?
He's trying to hail his taxi. Full
Yeah.
moon. Can't. I went out last night, and I gotta say, the beeve didn't impress me. I went out. I was on the back porch, and me and Ginger were looking up, and I'm like, "That's just a normal moon."
Did you get what you paid for, man? $5 beavers aren't going to do it.
He starts to come, and then he pulls out.
So, yeah. Sun is running so fast. I got it on two sides of the screen here. It's 16 minutes ahead of time. So,
Look at that thing go.
yeah, it's how the hell does the sun? I can't get the post office to run on goddamn. I can't get a package from Nashville, Tennessee to Atlanta, Georgia in 2 weeks. But the sun is 16 minutes on time. So, squirrel. So, at any rate, there you go. It's day, it's night. Somewhere on the globe, you've got sun, you've got the moon, one or the other. There you go. 16 minutes, 24.0 seconds early. For those of you keeping score at home, I don't know. I didn't delete that button. Oh, here's our dear good buddy 3i Atlas. And there's the sun. It's still not on the other side of it. So there's some new things about this. Have you heard?
No. Tell me the beef is the word. What?
It's just changed color again. So yeah, it's gold now. And it doesn't have a tail.
Oh.
So it has a tail, then it has a unicorn, and then it has a tail, and now it doesn't have a tail again. This thing can't make up its mind. So I don't know.
That's the party meteor. That's why it keeps changing color. It's got party lights in there.
Gonna be awfully rough on the beaver, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. The government says there's nothing wrong. And when I say that, I should put that picture up. The government says nothing is wrong. And then
I'm from the government, and I'm here to help.
I gotta
Run!
From the government, I'm here to help.
Okay, with you.
Just gonna keep that on quick button there. I'm here to help. So, but no, I went on the back porch and I was looking at the beeve. Beth thought I was.
Then your neighbor called the cops. Oh,
Beth thought I was being perverted. She's like, "Why do you keep yelling about a beaver?" Just never mind. Go back to sleep. So. We start off with a medical joke.
oh my God.
How many opticians does it take to change a light bulb?
One?
I don't know. Let's see. One or two. I don't get it. Do you get that? I don't get it. Oh, were they moving the thing? Is it brighter in one? Is it brighter in two? Brighter in one? Brighter in two. Where to go? They don't change that.
Oh my God. I was half right. I said one.
That's true. Kenneth Olson, co-founder of the computer giant Digital Equipment Corporation, his quote of the day is, "There is no reason for any individual to have a computer in his home." That is not Al Gore approved. I'm sorry.
Right?
Al Gore approved. So this day in 1928, the electric razor was invented by Colonel Jacob Schick. Did you know that?
No.
I didn't either. The first electric razor in 1928. It was the Schick dry shaver, and it just peeled off a layer of skin. So
Well, there you go then. I'm glad
Have
they
you ever tried?
perfected that now.
They have electric razors that you can use wet. Have you ever tried that?
Yeah, I have an electric razor that's waterproof.
I tried it once and I about ripped my face off. I
I
said I
have a
will
real pretty
never do
one.
this again. So
Yeah.
yeah. The
Mine's
first
pink and it's
electric
real pretty.
1928. When did they invent electricity? Okay. 20
20
years before that, Butch Cassidy, the Sundance Kid, were killed. They were trapped by Bolivian officials and killed in a gun battle around 2 a.m. Although there are many claims that this was not them and they survived. I don't know. Chris. Hold on a minute. I gotta hold on. That's where's the sound?
That ain't no woman. It's a man.
Where is it?
That's the wrong button.
It had deleted. What? How would I have deleted it? Why did
My collar's blue, but my neck is red.
Yeah, that's true.
Borisov was a bad dude.
Keep my family fed.
I don't know where
Living
Corn Pop
off
went.
energy drinks, Marlboro Red.
That's me.
What?
Where is Corn Pop?
I don't know.
Guys, if you don't slow the fuck down, I'm gonna kick your kneecaps in. I got
Oh, that's Brenda. Hold on. I'm sorry. I was recording Brenda made of us. So there we go.
Corn Pop was a bad dude.
He was a bad.
Corn Pop was a bad dude.
The Packard, 1899 on this date. James and William, didn't we just say this the other day? James and William Packard take their first automobile for a test drive in Warren, Ohio. Well, maybe they had just invented it and today they built it. So,
or they actually drove it.
Abraham Lincoln, he was Republican. Did you know that, Brenda?
Yes.
He was elected this day in 1860. Were you there for the swearing-in ceremony?
No, I wasn't.
Did he have any doctors collapse around him? I mean,
I don't think so.
How many people have collapsed? I need to ask Google that. How many people have collapsed in the Oval Office? His victory was due to support from the North and the West. See, once again, New York and LA fucked it up for the rest of us. So I don't know. He actually was a good president. So historically, I mean, I never met the guy, but yeah. So this day in 1860. Okay, I don't understand this one. 1492, Columbus discovers smoking. All right. Sailor jailed 7 years for smoking. All right. So Christopher Columbus first notes in his journal the smoking of tobacco by Indians. He and his crew had been given tobacco as a gift the previous month, but he didn't know what to do with it until they witnessed men and women with half-burnt weed in their hands, being the herbs they are accustomed to smoke. The sailors tried it. Soon they found themselves addicted. Upon returning to Spain, one of the sailors who took up smoking, Rodrigo Jerez, was jailed by the Spanish Inquisition, for it was believed that only the devil could blow smoke from his mouth and nose. By the time he was released 7 years later, tobacco had caught on in Europe. Man, talk about the wow. All right. This day in 1991, the last Kuwait oil well fire was extinguished. They'd been set as part of a scorched earth policy by retreating Iraqi forces. Nearly 700 wells had burned for 10 months because landmines had been set around them before firefighters could arrive to put them out. This day in 1967, the Phil Donahue Show debuted as local programming in Dayton, Ohio. It was the pioneer in controversial daytime talk show. His first guest was an atheist, Madeline Murray O'Hare, known as the most hated woman in America. The show was picked up for syndication in 1970. That's interesting. She was the most hated woman in America. Today, she'd probably be loved. She'd probably be loved. This day in 1963, this is history I didn't know. Laura Bush kills a friend in an auto accident. The 17-year-old future first lady, wife of George W. Bush, runs a stop sign, striking and killing its sole occupant, 17-year-old Michael Douglas. Well, not the actor. Douglas was her close friend and classmate. Her and her 17-year-old passengers were treated for minor injuries. She was not charged.
I want to know what she was doing running. I want to know what she was.
Caused her to lose her faith.
Damn it.
So were they in a small town?
I don't know, but I want to know what that woman was doing riding around with a bunch of 17-year-olds.
Well, she was 17 years old.
Oh.
Yeah, she did this in 1963. So
I thought she was just riding around.
No. I'm glad Michael Douglas snapped back and had a great career.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see. Wendell, no. On April, there was Dr. Oz's granddaughter collapsed in the Oval Office. Now, maybe he was the first man to have collapsed. Chris says if Laura Bush and Ted Kennedy were on a car trap together, would either make it to the end.
Laura Bush, probably.
I don't know. I don't know.
Look at this guy.
I need to just play with my buttons all day. The first U.S. intercollegiate football game is held on this day in 1869. Rutgers beat Princeton 6-4. The rules were more like soccer. Well, that ruins a football game. Sally Field, she was born on this day. Gidget, the Flying Nun. Smokey and the Bandit is what I remember her most from. She was in Mrs. Doubtfire. I don't remember that. Forrest Gump, I don't remember that either. So I'm not a.
Wasn't she Forrest's mom?
I don't know. Wasn't she? Wasn't she Spider-Man's mom? Wasn't it?
I remember her in The Flying Nun and all those other older ones, but
who was Charlie Sheen's wife, Aunt May in Spider-Man? Wasn't that her?
I don't know.
Yeah, somebody looking to tell me. I think
I've slept since then. I don't know.
Well, there's been so many Aunt Mays. Jonathan Harris. He was born this day in 1914. He's known for Lost in Faith, Lost in Space. He was Dr. Zachary Smith. Okay. He was supposed to be a temporary villain, but they began rewriting his lines, and next thing you know, his character was flamboyant, self-serving, coward, and caught on with the fans. Sounds a lot like me. The inventor of basketball, James Nesmith, Canadian-American gym instructor. He invented basketball on this day in 1861 while he was an instructor for the YMCA in Springfield, Massachusetts. 1891. A few years later, it was banned by the YMCA, which claimed not enough people could play, only one at a time. What? Well, it's not much of a game. Not much of a game. Chris says, how did football ever catch on and become huge after a 6-4 game? Yeah, no kidding.
Well, how did basketball ever become famous when you could only turn around and play only one at a time?
Yeah, one at a time.
maybe he thinks only one person at a time can throw the ball in the hoop. I don't know.
He changed the game, though. He was given 2 weeks to change it. So, but they said not enough players, and it wasn't fair. And so dribbling wasn't introduced until 1901. Did you know that?
No.
Oh, okay.
And who introduced it?
I don't know. So. Adelphi Sax, a Belgian instrument maker. He patented the saxophone this day in 1846. He was born in 1814. He patented in 1846. Maria Shriver, you know her. She was born this day in 1955. John F. Kennedy's niece and married to the Terminator. Do you know? You remember that, don't you?
Yeah.
Brad Davis, he was born this day. He was an actor from Midnight Express. I don't remember him. Glenn Frey. I remember Glenn Frey. He's actually one of my favorite musicians. He was born this day in 1948. Hotel California, Take It Easy, the Eagles. Yeah, that's great. Yep. Mike Nichols, a German-born American Grammy, Emmy, BAFTA winning director for Barefoot in the Park. I have no idea what the hell that is. He was born in 1931. James Jones, he wrote From Here to Eternity. He was born this day. And the most beautiful girl on the screen, June Marlowe, her stage name was Giselle Gotten. Is it Gotten? Yeah, it's Gotten. She was born this day in 1903. She was called the most beautiful girl on screen. She was in the Little Rascals. I didn't know that. She was Mrs. Crabtree, the teacher.
Nice.
No, never mind. So, Alfred Ringling. I mean, what did they have to compare to? I mean, I'm not saying she's ugly, but
I just don't like the wavy hair thing. It looks like they have a.
You prefer the burnt hair look.
Yeah, at least.
Alfred Ringling. He was a circus operator. You might remember from Ringling Brothers and Barnum Bailey. He was born this day in 1861. Collie Cyber, an English actor and dramist. He was born in 1735. He was known for opera. Inventor of the reflecting telescope in 1638. Scottish mathematician, astronomer. He invented the reflecting telescope and discovered infinite series representations for a number of trigonometry functions. All right, so you're telling me that in the 1700s, we had a telescope. In 2025, we can't get a clear picture of a rock passing by.
It's because the government shut down. Nobody wants to work.
Causing bullshit. So, notable deaths today. The $1 Million Mermaid died this day in 1975. She was an Australian world record holder, a swimmer, actress. She was the first sex shocker movie, A Daughter of the Gods. So it was first a U.S. film, but it cost more than $1 million to produce. Earlier in 1907, she'd been arrested for wearing a one-piece bathing suit at a Boston beach. The horror. Was one of the first to wear the scandalous one-piece suits, as opposed to pantaloons.
Oh my God!
Now you're lucky you got a goddamn piece of string on. Not that I'm complaining.
Yeah, no. Well,
you can send me pictures at Sportcat on X. But
look, I would not wear no kind of bikini, and there are women that are like way bigger than me that walk around like that. So yeah. I don't understand. I'm just going to sit here and shut up.
Yeah, probably a good idea. So yeah. We've already offended medical professionals, religions, states, or cities at least. So we're on a roll. We're not even our first hour yet.
I'm moving to Australia.
They probably wouldn't allow me. Let's see. Let's go to a little bit more modern history there. Let's see. Abraham Lincoln. We talked about him. He won about 40% of the popular vote. That's crazy. This day in 1984, President Ronald Reagan was elected. 2005, the Brinks heist. I don't remember that. $7.4 million from a Miami airport.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
Brinks heist. It was from an overseas flight from a German bank and was taken to the Brinks warehouse at the airport to safely go through customs. But before it was transported, an armed gunman named Carl stormed in and took the cash and fled the scene, but he was later, and he only spent 9 years in prison. So how do you get 7.4? He stormed in, guns blazing, and he runs out. How do you run out with
Carrying all that money?
$7 million?
Yeah, what?
Yeah, I don't understand that. I don't understand. And Chris is upset because we passed over it. And I guess in one of the other stories, the no-faced Pope. That upsets him. Let's see. Abraham Lincoln, we talked about that. He did come from such a poor background too. Also in this date, who's this? James Nesmith. Don't know who that was. Oh, the basketball dude. 1888 Republican presidential candidate Benjamin Harris won the electoral vote over incumbent Grover Cleveland, despite gaining 90,000 more in total votes. It was the last time the popular vote winner would lose the election until 2000. Interesting.
Really?
That's what it says. I don't know. That's from the AP. Yeah, it's got to be factual. 1956, President Dwight D. Eisenhower won re-election, defeating Adele Stevenson for the second time. So, wasn't it? Did we talk about that? So, let's see.
You know what? Probably.
1984, Reagan won re-election over Mondale. Or he won election. No, he won re-election. Yeah. So Mondale was his challenger. And in 2012, Barack Hussein Obama won re-election, vanquishing Republican Massachusetts Governor Mitt Romney. Well, he was never the same afterwards. So.
I blame Obama.
Wendell asked if I remember. Wendell, who am I going to offend with this? Do you remember what Reagan said was the cure for AIDS? No, I don't. 1813, Congress of Chilpancingo, probably pronounced that wrong and offended a whole country. They decided they were independent from Spain on this day in history. So, let's see. Today in film, Meet the Press in 1947. That's still going. 1975, the first performance by punk band The Sex Pistols. 1961, the U.S. government issues a stamp to honor the 100th birthday of James Nesmith. Well, the guy who invented basketball got a stamp. All right, guys, you're going to have to step up today because it's National Men Make Dinner Day. It means that when your lady comes home, you better have something on the table that is not takeout, pizza, or reheated. Or microwave too, probably.
I can't see that.
You can tell Jack. It's National Nacho Day.
Yes, he's already brought that to my attention. It's natural. It's Nacho Day.
It's Dog Film Festival Day. So, International Day for Preventing the Exploitation of the Environment and War and Armed Conflict Day. That's a whole lot to say. So, does that mean that you don't blow shit up in it? I don't understand that. So, International Stout Day. Do you like stout, Brenda?
No.
It depends. I like a chocolate stout, but that's probably.
I'm perplexed here. How can it be a national day that a man has to cook and National Nacho Day all in the same time? That just gives them a reason to say, "Hey, honey, it's Nacho Day, so I'm just going to go get us nachos."
Well, no. You have to make it. And it can't be. There's rules to this. Hold on. There's rules to this. I read this. That you can't barbecue somewhere in here. I read this. You can't have barbecue. In other words, can't come off the grill, and you have to wear an apron and no underwear or something. There's rules about this.
Oh, okay. I get it.
I don't know.
It's national. It doesn't matter what it tastes like. You're just going to throw it on the floor and have sex on the table day. That's what it means.
There you go.
I got it.
Well, I mean, I guess you could make nachos. Now, I will tell you, I like barbecue nachos. So it's Thanksgiving in Liberia. All right. Marooned without a compass day. How did we know to have this? Because they should have never been found. So,
Right?
It's National Basketball Day, which we already talked about. National Cashback Day. National Ladies Learning Code Day. Is that Morse code?
I don't know.
National Health
Could be.
Report Home Health Frog Day. What?
Home Health Frog Day.
Home Health Care Fraud Day. It's National it's National Report Home Health Care Fraud Day.
Oh,
Okay.
what? Who made
National
that up?
Saxophone Day, because the guy that made the saxophone was born this day in like 2,000 years ago or something. I don't know. National Team Manager Day. National Project Manager Day. Let's see. There's more. But yet there's more.
I hope they get better. Or I'm not nationalizing nothing this day. National Kiss My
Tell
Butt
Jack he's
Day.
making dinner. So tell Jack it is National Men's Make Dinner. Tell him you're gonna come in here and smack off this. It's Nacho Day. You should have known it's your day to make dinner. Get to it, boy.
Yeah, he's
Ring the
gonna
bell.
look at me and say, "I'm off the clock."
It's World Let's Stop Shouting Day.
Uh-oh.
That's not
I'm
going to
in
be
trouble.
for me today.
I'm
I need
in
to postpone that. Marooned Without a Compass Day. Children's Book Week. Do you know what Squirt came in here and wants me to read to him?
What?
It's about 2 inches thick. It's got an orange cover. It's from Home Depot. It's the 1, 2, 3, how to like drive a nail into a board and stuff and fix stuff.
Do not teach him that. He's already trying to kill you with rocks.
No. Let me tell you what that boy did this morning.
Uh-oh.
My daughter will
Oh,
kill him.
God.
So yesterday he went with his other grandparents, his grandmother. I think his grandfather's at work, and they went shopping and did girl stuff and drug him along. And she bought him for Christmas peanut butter cup brownie mix. And it's got the peanut butter like Reese's peanut butter like box color with the brown writing and pictures of pieces of Reese cups and brownie on the front. And so his mother said, well, you can't have that until Christmas. I don't know why we're waiting till Christmas. I didn't ask. It was like, okay, whatever. He brought the box over to me and set it in front of me on the table. He says, Papa, you can't have any of this. Like, what? I'll take the whole thing while you're asleep, boy. And then he said, well, you can have one bite. I said, okay. So I'm in here this morning trying to get ready. Paige had left it on the kitchen table after dinner. I'm in here trying to get ready. I don't know what Paige was doing. And Squirt was running wild. And it got quiet. And I was like, nothing good comes from this. So
Dun, dun, dun.
go into the kitchen. He's standing on a chair over the table, and he's ripped like a lion would rip open that box of brownie mix. And he had got a big glass bowl that big enough to like mix it in, and just put the whole bag in there. And when I come in there, he had a butter knife. There's brown stuff flying everywhere. I'm like, what in the hell? He goes, I am Michael Myers in these brownies to get them made. And I'm like, I am locking the door. I am locking the door at night.
Hey, Glenn, you might want to consider that Florida condo.
Said, I am Michael Myers in this brownie mix. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
This is why I never wanted children. So I reproduce. They still torture me. So it's Peanut Butter Lovers Month. I'll tell Squirt that. So yeah, I'm kind of concerned, but Paige told him he couldn't have them now at all, and now
I
he's
want to
even
know
madder.
how that 3-year-old knows about Michael Myers.
The same thought ran through my mind pretty instantaneously as I was picturing my trip to the hospital. So
Yeah.
so I will not suicide myself. I want everybody to know that. So.
Right. Question the tiny terrorist.
Cashback day. I've got to send out a text. I want nachos now. So Mrs. Sportcat will be on a mission. I won't tell her it's men make dinner day.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't let her find that out.
No, she doesn't listen to the show. So in fact, I don't even think she likes the show. So
You're like, she's listening today. She comes home with a bag of groceries, pushes it towards you, and says, "Get started."
I'm going to get the butter knife out, and I'm going to start stabbing the bag. Pat Tillman was born on this day. He was a hero. Everybody remembers Pat Tillman. It's the 310th day of 2025, and probably the 309th day I haven't exercised. 46th day. This is the 46th day of autumn. So,
yeah.
But don't worry, it's gonna get cold soon. If we make it to the weather. 1861, voters in the Confederate States of America elected Jefferson Davis as president. So we liked Abe so much we made another president. Let's see here. 1995, Cleveland Browns owner Art Modell announced the deal that would move the 50-year-old team to Baltimore and pissed the city off royally. So they still not winning. So let's see. Meet Press is the longest running television series in a history Meet the Press is the longest running television series in history and is still on the air. It began in 1945 as a radio show. Hey, see there, Brenda? There is hope for us. We start as a radio show. We'll get famous. We'll have some people move us to California, and we'll just make a career for ourselves.
No, not California. Nope.
Today's quote. This comes from Zig Ziglar. I like Zig. If you go looking for a friend, you're going to find they're very scarce. If you go out to be a friend, you'll find them everywhere, especially if you got money. So, we were extremely upset when they moved. Yes, Chris. When they moved overnight in the dark, the Colts moved out of Baltimore. They loaded their trucks up, didn't tell anybody. It just happened to be a reporter that caught it, the caravan of the night.
Wow. Were they afraid they were going to get beat up? I mean,
well, it was Baltimore. It's a tough town. So 45 days until winter begins. It's snowing at my son's house in Vermont.
Oh, nice.
Brenda, can turkeys fly?
No, not
you
really.
Sure? Turkeys raised on a farm cannot fly, but wild turkeys can fly short distances up to 55 miles an hour.
You know, wild turkeys have got an issue. They used to come up to us at the gun range when we'd be out there target practicing. They would just stand around us and tilt their heads sideways and just look at us. I don't think that they had much of a brain. they seem stupid to me. No, we weren't allowed to shoot them. It would have cost us like $25,000 if we shot a turkey.
An expensive turkey.
We were on a wildlife preserve, yeah.
Do you know what the term scuttle is, Brenda?
I have no idea.
It's to cut a hole or holes through the bottom deck or sides of a ship for any purpose.
Oh.
Kendall says if we go to California, they put me in jail. Probably. They may put me in jail here. You never know. Best day to cut hair. Yeah, I want Mr. Sportcat to shave my head. I'm tired. It's best day to quit smoking. There you go, Brenda.
Yeah.
And, host a party Okay, it's a good day to host a party, and make sure to wash your floors, Brenda. So
Every other day, man.
we're gonna have a segue into why did I do that? Into funny news. This comes to us from Twitchy. This is a thing they do daily, I think, and it's screen caps of like memes and stuff. And some of them are stupid, and some of them are funny, and so we're just gonna scroll through here. Oh, our spammer is back from Twitch. Hey, welcome. Come over to YouTube, subscribe, bring your friends.
Bring your friends.
Election day approached, and New York reported that polling showed nearly 1 million New Yorkers were planning to move out of the city. Zoran Kamimamadami, hey, that kind of rhyme, Kamimamadami, was elected mayor. Well, it turns out the failed rapper plans to take from the rich, give free rides, bus rides, to the poor, like a modern-day Robin Hood. If Robin wanted to globalize the infidel. Apparently, he isn't very popular with people.
Just so you people in New York know, we're kind of full here in Texas. You might want to go somewhere else. There's only room for just a couple people.
Yeah, the governor of Tennessee posted this thing welcoming him, posted a video. And I'm like, can I block this guy? Can I block him from actually posting?
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be so bad, but it's like the people that moved here from California. Every year when it comes time to vote, all we hear is, we're going to turn this state blue. It didn't work for you when you were there. Why are you trying to fix what's not broken here? What is wrong with you? Go home. Get out. Let me give you directions to the highway.
South Carolina sounds inviting. White sand beaches, gentle ocean breezes, no real winter to speak of. Well, short of the mountains. And somebody replied, don't come to South Carolina. You won't like it here. Gators, snakes, bugs, rednecks with guns, the heat, humidity, and food. It's terrible. Awful. Stay away. Horrible. Somebody replied,
once every 25 years.
Somebody replied, Florida sucks too. Gators in every sewer waiting to snatch your children and dogs, mosquito the size of hummingbirds, and rattlesnakes that zip up streams into your toilet bowls. So,
oh my God. That happens here too. I'm waiting one day. I swear I am. I'm waiting to sit down to pee, and all of a sudden I feel this kink. It's like, oh my God. There's a snake in the toilet. Jack will say, how do you know? Because it has a hold of my ass.
Wait a minute. You were bit in the ass by a snake, or you just making
No. I'm saying that happens here too. They come up through the, yeah. How funny.
Dr. Seuss got in. Stop. The entire state of Florida is asking you not to come. We don't want you from a plane, not from a train, not from a ship. Please don't drive, crawl, or skip. You're killing us. Sincerely, Florida.
What?
I'm just reading. This is nothing. Trust me, this is nothing original. So this is nothing original. Don't New York my Florida.
Yeah.
Florida is full. P.S. The locals hate you.
Except for you, Denise. You can go wherever you want, honey. You can come here. It's okay.
Somebody said, welcome to, this is posted a welcome to North Carolina sign. Welcome to North Carolina. And the sign under it reads, New York City refugees, just keep going.
Did I tell you about, what was it, last year? There was an old guy at a stoplight. Okay, he's waiting to go, and these two kids, they came, they had a gun, they opened the door. Well, the old man shot him. And then he got out and he rendered aid like he was supposed to. And the kid he shot, lived, he was fine. But they were from New York, and the cop turned around and told them, we have 80-year-old women out here that know how to shoot better than I do. He said, don't come to Texas and do this stupid shit. You might want to tell your buddy and go home.
Well, funny story. I was in the academy down here. Why is it not working? I was in the academy when I first moved down here, and they would come down and I don't know. My computer's not working. They would come down here and visit on weekends, or if I didn't drive up there. And this is before GPS and stuff. And Beth got lost, and she saw a police officer in a gas station parking lot. And she jumps out and goes running up to him. And he looks at her. And before she says anything, he's, "Ma'am, you're not from around here, are you?" She said, "No." He says, "You need to turn around, get in your car, and leave now for your own safety." I was like, well, it was like 2 blocks from my apartment. The academy put me up in such a pristine place.
Oh my God.
Yeah, ma'am, for your own safety, you turn around and leave. Don't come back. I wish I could have paid the guy. I shouldn't take his advice. But so yeah. We talked about this. This is 3i Atlas. It's, well, it turned gold. Brilliant gold. It's shimmering. And here's the thing. Some people are saying you can spot it with the naked eye. Others are saying no, you can't. So I don't know which. I've read stories both ways. So live science says that apparently you can. So, but just be advised that at the middle of this month, they're activating the Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System, Atlas. So
I think we're going to just start calling it Three-Eyed Chameleon. It just keeps changing colors.
Well, science. It's because it's burning metal off or something. I don't know. Where do you get metal? What? I don't know. So yeah, it's turned gold. It's
I really have come to the conclusion that none of them know what they're talking about, so it doesn't matter.
No. Every day it's a different story. Today it's pink. Tomorrow it's gold. It's got a tail. Doesn't have a tail. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't know its pronoun. I don't know. So
I don't know.
Yeah. So, and this is what gets me. This is the best image that we can get of it.
Mm.
I don't buy that. That is some kid in the backyard with a flashlight pointing it at somebody's 1982 cell phone camera. That's what the hell that is. Jesus Christ. How the hell is this the best NASA can give us? I don't
didn't have cell phone cameras in 1982.
NASA did. They didn't let us have them. So that's the best we can get. It's literally a black screen with a bunch of little blue dots and one bright spot right in the middle of it. What in the absolute hell, NASA?
I know, right?
So are we saying the peanut picture that was leaked yesterday was fake? Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, probably.
I was kind of hoping it was a peanut. So, and then I watched this one scientist talking about, he was going off at that showing that picture of being a peanut, what we showed yesterday. He was saying that proves that there's definite 100% it's alien technology, because if it was natural, it wouldn't have straight lines. And so I pulled up a picture of a goddamn peanut, like you grow here in Georgia, and they got straight lines. I'm like, okay, you're full of shit. So, but wait, you've got 10,000 views, fucker. So,
not only that, but sonograms, when you take a sonogram of a pregnant woman, the baby looks like a peanut. Get out of here.
So you're saying it's an embryo planet. We can start that rumor. Maybe it'll get me clicks and likes and views. I don't know.
Start that rumor.
It's Charlie Kirk's planet embryo.
That reminds me, tomorrow night Susie and I are going to open up some stuff about Charlie Kirk, so we're doing a show about it tomorrow night.
Well, I already can tell you how he was unalived. It's pretty simple. Look at the video.
I'm gonna let Susie do what she wants because she's convinced of some stuff, so I'm gonna let it.
Well, no, I mean, I don't think it was the kid on the roof with a World War II rifle. I don't believe that for a damn minute.
Nope.
But once again, trust us. We're from the government. We're here to help you. That's
why we have these little drones.
His tie is not even straight. His hair is flat. He's like,
Too early in the morning for this shit.
I wanted to have one press conference. I can't have one press conference without somebody doing something stupid.
Remember when Elon's son was in there and he picked his nose and wiped it on the desk?
Yeah. Then they had to make repairs suddenly. Yeah, I remember that. So, well, in case you're worried about the International Asteroid Warning Network, it's an actual thing. You can go there and check it out. And currently, there are no warnings, but just be advised. But like the 15th, they're probably going to send out a international alert. So, and if you want to go to their conference, well, you can join their conference. It tells you completely how to sign up right here. So just pay the UN their money and tell them you're here from the government. You're here to help. So
yeah.
We will cover some more trending news. This was rather horrible. I joke at the Cowboys' expense all the time. I'm not a Dallas Cowboys NFL football fan. Not at all. But this player just, I think it was last Monday night's game. He was in the end zone when a punt was blocked and scored his first NFL touchdown. And he is no longer with us this morning. Marshawn Nealand, apparently last night in Texas, he got into a high-speed pursuit with Texas state troopers. He managed to lose them, and he wrecked his car out, and they set up a perimeter, and shortly there afterwards, they found him unalive. It appears that he may have taken his own life. His girlfriend had called the NFL and warned them that he was having a mental health episode, and the NFL notified the local authorities, and that's where the pursuit began. So apparently, you can go to TMZ and listen to the dispatch audio. I'm not going to play that. Apparently, he was having a mental health crisis, and last night took his own life. So sorry for him and his family. He actually had a really good up and coming career. So it was only his second season in the NFL. So,
oh wow,
yeah. So, but he was. I just wonder if the traumatic brain injury studies they're doing. They're saying, if you have, I can't remember what the number is, but X number of concussions, you can't play in the NFL anymore.
Right.
Why are we not counting them from high school through college?
Well, I will tell you, they do it in high school. Jack's son was in football in high school, and he had a few concussions, and they told him if he had any more, he wasn't going to be allowed to play anymore.
Yeah. That traumatic brain injury is a real thing.
Yeah.
And a lot of times you don't realize it because you're trying to compete. You're a competitor. You've worked out. And a lot of these kids that come up through the system, they come from very humble backgrounds. Very few of them are Deion Sanders type kids. And they've worked their way to get where they are. And they don't want to give up the lifestyle. They don't want to give up the fame. They don't want to give up the adrenaline. And you mix that with a traumatic brain injury, and that's, it's horrible. So, yeah, I think there does need to be something more that they can do for the high school through college, because I've never heard it in college. I've never heard the words concussion protocol in college. It may exist, and I've just never heard it, but I know you can't target and you can't hit to the head and stuff like that, but you can still fall, take a rough hit and fall while catching the ball and get a concussion. It's not just from a result of direct contact helmet to helmet. So I would like to know, hopefully they'll do a study and find out. Hopefully his life isn't in vain, and maybe they will get that going.
You know that, like, if you have a car accident, you get hit, you don't necessarily have to hit your head on anything to have a brain injury, because your brain inside your skull will rock back and forth and slap.
That's right. It's called coup contra coup. That's correct. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you look at kinetic energy, it cannot be stopped. And we have a bunch of soft, hollow organs within us. The brain is one of them, the liver, the spleen, the lungs. And if you are going at 75 miles an hour and your vehicle suddenly comes to a stop, your brain, your spleen, your heart, all those organs, even with the best safety equipment, aren't going to help you. I mean, they're going to help you, but they're not going to, they're there to reduce the injury.
Yeah.
I think in some of the newer cars, there's up to like 20 airbags that go off. Yeah. I think it's great because, I mean, I've seen some cars where you'd look at that and go, how in the hell are they still alive? And they're up walking around when you get there. But on the same hand, I've ran some calls where it's a fender bender and you got a person that is seriously injured. So
from the airbags.
Well, from the airbags or from the seatbelt.
Yeah.
But a lot of times it's your organs are still moving forward. You have a ligament on, we're going to get medical here. You have a ligament on your liver that basically attaches it. And if it snaps, it can cut the liver in half. Well, the liver is a hollow organ full of blood. You will bleed out before you can get to the operating table.
That is correct.
So always wear your seatbelt. Airbags save lives. But they will break your nose or your arms or I don't know. Here's advice: just stay home. Don't ever leave the house. So
that's right.
There you go.
Walk everywhere you go.
Here's my professional medical advice. Stay
Walk
home,
everywhere you go carefully.
That's right. Wear a helmet if you go outside. An acorn could hit you in the head. Something can kill you no matter what. I mean,
lift your grape flavored handlebars on your bicycle.
You can be outside mowing the lawn and get struck by lightning. So I mean, anything could happen. So, but but if never mind. We'll move on.
I still think I want to get in one of those blow up balls and be rolled down a hill.
Oh my God, why me? What have I done to deserve this?
Oh boy.
I do hope that that's my friend that took that picture. I'm going to ask him if I can get
autograph photo.
Quality. A woman has filmed herself while stealing groceries and says it's easy peasy. She's on TikTok saying it's easy peasy. The government shutdown is in full effect. The snap is, well, I don't know. We may not have a vote today because, well, they're on TikTok telling you it's easy peasy. And this user, what is her name here? Make sure to credit her, Esther Renee. She's giving instructions on how it's easy peasy to fill your grocery cart and get out. So,
oh my gosh. Really?
Stay home. Just stay home. Never leave the house. Hold on, let me rephrase this. Unlike some people that are on the air and say that they're not doing anything, well, Customs Enforcement, ICE, is actively making arrests. They arrested this gentleman here. He was wanted in his home country for murder. He had committed a series of crimes, but the most heinous in the United States was he raped his minor sister and impregnated her.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I don't think he needs to go back to his country. I don't. I think we need to maybe just give him a parachute that doesn't work, drop him out of a plane over the Everglades and say, hey, we'll be waiting at the main road if you make it. There is no fixing somebody that's a murderer and a pedophile. So sorry if you don't like it. That's my opinion. Nancy Pelosi, she's finally come out and said that she's calling it quits. She's 106. She's been in office for 80 years, and she's tired. She's wanting to go home and count her pennies, her billions of dollars in pennies.
Yeah.
Is he my senator, Tim Burchett? I should have brought his ex up, his tweet. He posted that he was sorry to see her go because he didn't know where he was going to get his stock tips from. Trump said something to the extent of, "I was impeached by the most beautiful woman," or something. He had some smart ass remark, and
Oh, Jesus.
yeah, and then this. That was before this. That was before this. So, oh yeah, we know she doesn't like him. She talked about him defiling the Constitution, but look at the bitch. Look at her back there ripping up
Look at the bitch.
a speech by the president. I don't care if you don't like him or not. I didn't
you're
like.
not supposed to do that.
I didn't like many of the occupants there, both Republican and Democrat, but they were the president of our country, and you don't have to respect the person. You have to respect the office. So yeah, and her doing things like this, and the other people calling names and stuff. Yeah, no.
Wendell says that he thinks that we all have traumatic brains.
There's no doubt I probably do. I spent 30 years in public safety. There's no doubt I probably do. I still don't know why the hell I'm doing this every day. DC, well, they're going to extend their National Guard until February 28th. And you hear things that go both ways. There's 2,000 National Guard troops there that have made a difference. I've talked to people. I'm originally from the Northern Virginia area, and they have made a difference.
Right.
And I've heard that the government of DC welcomes them. Then I've heard the government of DC suing them. I don't know which it is. I sometimes wonder if that's just not political theater. They're like, come. We're going to sue you. We're going to sue you or sue you. Because we want to be reelected. We don't want to lose our power. So
Come. We want to see you. Now, I thought that the president was the highest of the government in DC. But yet, the other little peon poopies.
He's the highest elected official.
Yeah, the other ones aren't even elected. We don't even know who the hell they are.
Yeah, some of them. Yeah, well, I mean, your congressmen, your senators are. But yeah, there's 3 branches, and they should each do their job.
And they all go straight.
I heard part of the oral arguments today. They're arguing about should Trump be able to tariff countries, that it's bad. This is now in front of the Supreme Court. And one of the arguments was under cross-examination, a lawyer for it, I don't know if it's for Trump or for the government, I don't know who it's for, was asking, so you've got a leader in our country and he is sitting in the Oval Office and he's telling the president of the United States all these bad things he's going to do, and the only option if you take this away from him is telling him, sir or ma'am, we're going to blow your fucking country away. That doesn't make much sense. And luckily the Supreme Court said, yeah, it doesn't make much sense, because that involves a lot of manpower, lives, and money. Wouldn't it be simpler to go, you know what? You're not getting any foreign aid. We're not going to buy your products. We're going to ban you and all that from our country. And we're going to raise tariffs on everything that has your name on it.
Tariffs are not anything
blowing
new.
Shit up? No,
this is what kills me. And the other countries have been doing it to us all along.
And other presidents have
billions
used
of dollars. Yes.
Other presidents have used it. But it's just because it's Trump. And that's what
what
annoys me. These people get the orange man syndrome and they don't understand common sense. So,
I mean, that's not something that's new.
You're telling the president, you're telling the president of the United States, the most powerful man in the world, that his only option to leverage against other country is military force. If you take the tariffs away, that is a solid argument to me. So. But he does stupid things too. We talked about this. He had his Gatsby party.
He does.
He looks happy there. He looks happy there, and then he comes back to DC, and well, he looks happy, and he's why am I here? Just take me back to Miami. But no, we'll see. Once again, I think that was poor taste. But he could have had the party scheduled for months. I don't know. So. He is allowed to live his life. He is, probably one of the most stressful jobs in the world. If
Hey, I
so
mean, nobody said
he is-
anything about Obama's birthday bash
yeah,
during COVID,
yeah.
and everybody wore masks except for him and his guest, and he spent thousands of dollars of taxpayer money to have that party.
Yeah. I mean, I think it kind of, maybe he should have toned it down some. Maybe, I don't know. But
Yeah,
it doesn't give a good look. He's up here with the gold, the glitz, the fine food, and we're down here waiting for the tipping. So I do agree with that, but at the same time, I can also say, yeah, he's got a life. So, let's see. I know about that. Let's see. So some pictures broke out of the Marines apparently doing some training in the jungle. So there's some they're in Puerto Rico doing the training, and so there's new fears that, well, they're training in the jungle. What are they going to do? So that's a new and upcoming thing. China, 3 astronauts are stranded in space again after their ride home was struck by space junk. So why did they not see it coming?
it's okay. Our mail delivers there. They'll have good food and Christmas stuff and everything else. Apparently,
they signed up for the mission. They say they're okay, but they're going to be up there for a little while. So Wang Chi, Chen Zhang, and Qing Dong are the 3 astronauts stuck in space. So,
oh boy,
I swear I didn't make that up. That's their name. Please,
somebody needs to contact them and see if they can get some good pictures of Three-Eyed Atlas.
Yeah, no shit. Hey, while you're up there, you got a cell phone? Yeah. Maybe it would be better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
According to PJ Media, Trump just gave the finger again to the space establishment. Interesting headline. Well, space fans rejoice. President Trump just brought back the one man who might actually save NASA. It's the best news since last May, since he was withdrawn. He has a passion for space, astronaut experience, dedication to pushing the boundaries of exploration and unlocking the mysteries of the universe, advancing new space economy. Not sure what that is. It makes him ideally suited. He wants to go in and see exactly what NASA's been doing and cut the BS and start doing what they're supposed to be doing. Like sending us pictures of the peanut.
Yeah, he's going to go in and find out they've been doing nothing. And then I think before he takes that challenge, he needs to fix the freaking internet. My internet went off last night before I went to bed. And at 5:30 this morning, I woke up and it said it still wasn't going to be repaired until 9:30. And I was like, oh my God.
I just want to point out, you're one of those people that blame everything on President Trump. That's wrong. Call your cable.
I didn't call Trump. I'm talking about Elon.
Elon, he's busy fixing stuff. His new Tesla come out, by the way. I didn't run a story of it. So apparently, I didn't know this was a thing, but the White House has been ordered that at press conferences they have to have an American Sign Language interpreter. I would have actually thought that would have been normal, but I haven't seen anyone up there, so I don't. It kind of makes sense. I mean,
okay.
I don't know. I would have assumed that was something they probably had like in the next room over, and hey, Bob, you're needed. Come out. I don't know the answer to that. So
I don't know.
I don't think it's a bad thing. So the more people that can hear what's coming and going from the White House, the better. So yeah.
I thought that they always had one standing to the side.
I thought they did too, but apparently they don't. So
well, because I don't think there were. Well, I don't know.
Because the guy that does it for Georgia, the guy that does it for Georgia, that's so famous. He's not the guy from Georgia that was making the shit up. Not him. Not that guy. The guy that was Leroy. He wasn't doing it the right way. But no. the guy that does it for the governor and is pretty well known. He lives here in my neighborhood, so he complains about lights to the homeowners association.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, but
What a nice neighborhood.
so maybe he'll move to DC. So, but yeah, so apparently it isn't a thing. It should be a thing. So here's my first question. Did they try asking, hey, can we get a person in here to do sign language before they went to the court and had a judge order? I would like to know the answer to that. This article does not tell us.
They
that.
didn't have one when Biden was in there. So
Biden never had press conferences.
yeah, well, it's kind of hard to sign language.
What exactly is the sign language for this image? Who in the same hell is calling?
I don't know. I thought that was me. I'm like, what's going on?
I am live on the air. Do not call me.
I know, right?
Do not.
God, people are
I don't like
rude.
people. This is the look you'll get from me. Don't call me on the air. So, so yeah, I don't understand. Why didn't they just ask? It seems to me that the Americans with Disability Act would certainly cover that. So, but they filed a lawsuit against President Trump and Carolyn Leavitt.
Why didn't they just ask? Filed it.
The National Association of the Deaf. And two deaf men. It makes here the article and two deaf men. Why did they just say? Never mind.
I don't know.
So I mean, but seriously, did they ask? I can't see in the press conference either Leavitt or Trump going.
Saying no.
I can see him looking at each other going, oh, I never thought of that. Or, well, yeah, Bob's down the street. Let me go get him. And then next thing you know, Trump's looking like this. So if you are sign languaging for this event, what do you just do? Just go,
oops, man down.
Never mind. Not making fun of a man's medical condition. So there you go. This is not a good story either. 12 dead from UPS plane crash. You sent me a thing earlier about 11, but no, it's 12.
Yeah.
And preliminary reports are, and this might explain why they didn't know when they were at that second velocity, terminal velocity, that the jet had actually fallen off. So they probably never knew it. So, and there's some images. Well, you can go find them for yourself, but it's from a security cam. I don't think it's on here. It's from a security cam, and you can actually see where the plane has listed to the one side that doesn't have the jet.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Trying to go forward, so that makes sense. And there's also some questions apparently that this jet had actually been in for repair. There was some rust and tears around that part that holds the engine on, according to maintenance reports. So, but yeah, that's the preliminary investigation is showing that the engine fell off. So they're still looking for people that are missing, because once it departed the runway, it proceeded through a commercial area and actually a petroleum plant and into a junkyard. And so, yeah, and the one child, people have questioned why there was one child who'd perished. Well, apparently the owners of the salvage company had brought his kid to work that day. So it was mom and dad and the baby. So
Chris left you a message.
Chris.
But that's so true.
Chris, yeah.
Corn Pop was a bad dude.
Overnight in the Bronx, 7 firefighters were injured in a massive car explosion. Hello there, Harley. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Last night they responded to a car fire, and when they got there, apparently there was multiple cars and trash on fire. While they were fighting the fire, there was a large explosion that shook buildings and broke windows of nearby buildings with intense flames. Firefighters did suffer some severe burns to the hands and face. I'm going to guess they weren't wearing their gloves in their SCBA. I don't know. But they're going to be fine, but they're all still in the hospital. The ATF is investigating. So there was also a damaged fire truck that had to be towed off from the scene. So that's being investigated. We don't know what that is. So pirates have attacked a tanker off the Somalia coast. So
Oh God.
they've issued a maritime alert. I didn't know that this was a thing, but I actually went and looked it up. And just like the air traffic control, you can go and look up maritime alerts. I didn't realize it was a thing. So, and there is an alert that warnings bad people out there. So that's happening right now. I'm not sure if they're going to, I don't know what they're going to do, but so we'll see. But the last attempt prior to this was unsuccessful. So I saw a thing about a cruise ship was having a trouble with that, and that they had hired retired special forces to ride the cruise ship. I think that would be a bad idea to attack a cruise ship. I mean, with drunk Navy SEALs on it, yeah.
that might not work out too well.
Yeah, it might not work out too well for them. The Senate, the people who are actually working, have asked Chief Justice Roberts to look into lower courts' political outbursts. And they cite several different oversights from different courts. And they think that it is violating the codes of conduct for United States judges. And they want the Supreme Court to look into the allegations. So we'll follow that story. 34 illegal immigrant truck drivers were arrested in Oklahoma. See, this is what you would expect them in a place like Oklahoma. I mean, but apparently it was a company that was pretty much using the illegal workforce. So I have two arguments with this. I think it's bad that we have that on the streets, but I also think it's bad that we have companies that will take advantage of these people.
Yep.
You know? So
they can hire them for less money per mile.
Yeah. I mean, not to mention what it does to our workforce and our, the civilians, obviously, because they're dangerous drivers. But no, I'm sure that they want to just work too, but come here legally. They were from China, Mexico, Turkey, Colombia, India, Guatemala, and Venezuela, according to the news. So they busted up this trucking company that was basically an illegal sweatshop for illegal truck drivers. So hopefully they'll get them in some trouble. I didn't listen to the whole Zofran Kamamadami speech, but apparently from listening to other reports and other news agencies, not exclusively with Fox, for anybody that wants to jump on my back, he turned in his speech and went from being kind and loving to being a very angry person. Mm-hmm. He said that he said basically the war was on with Trump and that the city was his. So we'll see. We'll follow that.
He gonna check. You know what? He's trying to check Trump's gangster.
Well, and here's the other thing I did hear today. It was another story I followed, and he had sent out a voicemail to people saying before, I guess, he had enough money because he was Soros backed, and there was a couple other peoples that were backing him, and he had said, "We don't need any more money. Stop sending money. This is for the election." He wanted to look like a politician, good politician. Don't send money. We got this. Well, he sent a message back out. We need money to pay the people to take over the city. It's transitioned to we need money. Send money now.
The city. What people are taking over the city?
I don't know.
Denise.
Transition. The transition team. Chris wants to know, did I see the shorts on the doctor on the Love Boat? Do you think any pirate is afraid of the heat that might be bringing? I can imagine a Navy SEAL with the white shorts, white socks, and flip flops in a rifle slung over their back.
Yeah.
Marjorie Taylor Greene, well, she's back in there with her spat with AOC. She says that it is not a revenge tour. She is making it perfectly clear that she is not running for Senate or president. So she says that AOC is just trying to mark her territory. So it's a woman thing they're fighting. So
I bet you after they're done, they always go out and sit and have a drink before they go
you
home.
know they do.
I know.
I've lived up there. I've seen it. So Frontier Airlines is warning customers to buy new tickets if they are planning on flying over the next 10 days. So they are one of the companies that is saying we're about to be in trouble here because there's going to be a 40% cutback in flights over the United States. So that's because the Transportation Secretary has said that our air traffic controllers are overworked and they're stressed, and for safety, we're going to limit flights. So if you have flights booked for the next 10 days, well, you might want to check with your travel agent or your airline because the employees are being forced to work and no pay, and something's got to give eventually. So
and you definitely don't want to hear air traffic control. We have a problem. What do we do? And they say, I don't care.
Would you want anyone in this room as an air traffic controller just asking for a friend?
Maybe the guy in the red tie.
No, I definitely wouldn't want him. Hey, turn left. It'll all be gold. So the airports that it's going to affect, I'm going to name them if you're paying attention. Anchorage. I would have thought it was already closed. Hartsfield Jackson here in Atlanta. Boston Logan. BWI, which is Baltimore, Washington. Charlotte. Cincinnati. Dallas. Reagan, that's the second airport in DC. Denver. Dallas-Fort Worth. Detroit. Newark. Fort Lauderdale. Honolulu. Houston's Hobby. Washington Dulles International. George Bush Houston Intercontinental. Indianapolis. JFK in New York. Las Vegas Harry Reid. LA International. LaGuardia. Orlando. Chicago. Memphis. Miami. Minneapolis. Oakland. Ontario. How the hell do we control Ontario? Chicago. Portland. PDX. Philadelphia. Phoenix. San Diego. Louisville International. They're already, I think, closed due to the crash. Seattle, Tacoma. San Francisco International. Salt Lake City. Teterboro, and Tampa. So,
and Orlando is Ontario airport in California, by the way.
Oh, okay. So Ontario International. Okay. All right. Didn't know that. So there you go. So those are the airports that are going to be impacted. It's going to start officially tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, right? Yeah. So it's going to start tomorrow, and they're going to keep bumping it up till they can get the air traffic under control for safety. So there you go. Hello there, Zen. Welcome. Please come over to the Sportcat Show, hit that thumbs up button, and subscribe. So, yeah. So now they're saying that after they got all these wins, okay, there's one on each side. Brenda, there's one on each side. Come on. There's really one on each side. It's like the Nutty Professor. So now they're saying that they want to keep it closed down. And I saw somebody post on their favorite social media that this was all Trump's fault.
What?
And I'm trying to figure out when Trump actually got to vote on it. He is trying to force them to do the, what do they call it, the nuclear option or whatever.
Yep, to open it back up. Yep.
Yeah, and I'm against that. I think it's a horrible idea because once you take that power, you can't give it back. And I'm tired of them having so much power. So if it's up to them, they got to go to the middle of Washington, D.C. and fist fight. I don't give a rat's ass. But I think that that's a horrible idea because one day somebody will be in power that maybe isn't trustworthy and take this to another extreme. So let them go up there and fist fight.
Hey, if they do that, we better cover it. That's all.
Oh,
I'm
dude.
saying.
If I could see Bernie Sanders and Trump in a ring, oh my God, I would buy a ticket for that. So yeah, there you go. So apparently now they're still wanting to keep it closed. I don't understand why that. Even though, what's his name, Hakeem and Schumer both sent a letter saying they wanted to have a meeting and they wanted to not make this about health care. Well, let's not make it about health care. Take it off of the bill.
Well, they turned around. Yeah, they told them that if they just open it up, then they'll go in and then they'll do a vote on that. But they want their way because they're spoiled, rotten kids walking around kicking their feet.
They've gotten their way for so long. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And daddy's telling them, no, that's not what we're doing.
Yeah. Let's get a clean bill. Let's pay the troops. Let's pay the air traffic controllers. Let's pay the federal employees. Let's get that done. Let's handle our purse strings there. Now you want to fight it out. Let's fight it out. Right. I am not opposed to health care. I'm not opposed to social services, but I don't think we should be held hostage for it. So,
right.
Yeah. So at any rate, pay the bill. Georgia man rams an SUV filled with moonshine and weed through the woods. Wendell, where are you, Wendell?
I know, right?
Georgia man was being fueled by moonshine and marijuana as he caused chaos. It was a combination of illegal drugs that gave him confidence to suddenly turn off the pavement. He plowed through the woods in his SUV. It was a Chevrolet Blazer, I might add, before police officers could catch him. 78-year-old man, he was identified as Tommy Moore, and he showed no signs of slowing down. He was driving his SUV Monday when he suddenly decided to turn left. And, well,
he wanted to go off-road.
60 or so feet through the woods while the police was on his tail. His Chevrolet Blazer went off-roading and, well, according to the police, he smelled like marijuana and alcohol when they got to him. They found a homemade moonshine bottle. What do they call it? Can, empty beer can, not can, goddamn, mason jar, empty beer cans, unopened cans of beer and weed.
He was partying.
He told officers that the marijuana would be found in his blood because he smokes it every day. So I guess at least he was honest. So he declined treatment by the paramedics. So he said he wasn't injured.
Oh my God. We got 10 minutes.
His blood alcohol wasn't shared, but it was probably pretty high. So, yeah. 10 women. All right. Well, we won't go into this one. You can look this one up for yourself. Half-naked woman was allegedly tortured and chained in a Texas backyard for months by 5 of her friends who didn't like her anymore. So, there you go.
I don't like friends. Chain you up.
Is that what Jack does to you?
Is that legal?
Pretty sure it's not.
Why do you have this woman chained up here? Because we don't like her.
Isn't it easier just to unfriend?
You know what? It is. Just push a button.
Florida man, who oddly enough looks like the guy from what is it? The 2 fighting feuds in Alabama or Kentucky. Look on the picture. Peter Rier opened fire Port St. Lucie, Florida, after arguing over how many eggs a chicken can lay.
Oh my God. Oh no.
Fired 4 shots from his trusty 45 at 3 people who he thought was trying to con him outside of a pub early Tuesday morning.
Oh,
The shooter apparently doesn't raise chicken, and conversation was evidently let me back up. The shooter does raise chickens. The conversation come up about how many eggs a chicken can lay. It got heated for whatever reason, and so one ran out, another one hit the floor, and several people called 911. Ironically, all parties involved in the argument had been drinking. No one was hit. 2 of the 3 were arrested. So,
okay. All right. First of all, what was that man doing with a weapon and alcohol in a bar?
Oh, come on. Come on.
No.
Is that a scarecrow? What is the 2 feuding parties? He looked like he was one of them from Kentucky. What is it? The Clampett? No, shit. I don't know. Apparently, FEMA is worried about us today. They did wake up long enough to have a brief. Then they were rushed out of the office.
Oh, good for them. I'm so glad they're working.
Things they are worried about: elevated fire risk for the central and southern plains, excessive rainfall and flooding in Guam. We have a space storm, a G3, which is apparently kind of high. It could hit us. And in the Western Pacific, we're worried about the tropical storm Feng Wang. So if you see Feng Wang coming, get the Feng Wang out. So who names these things? Let's see. We'll look and see if the president's schedule's been updated. 9 a.m. He made an announcement at 11, and they had to call it a day because people were falling out. But later tonight, he's going to have meetings in dinner with people from Central Asia. So let's see here.
Have them medically checked at the door on the way in, please. Just a thought.
Apparently, the Supreme Court has ruled that you can't. Okay, hold on. I want to read this headline right. They blocked transgender and non-binary people from deciding a sex. I'm not sure. Apparently, they have to decide. I don't know. I guess you can't say you're a cat. I don't know.
Okay, I get it. I was confused for a whole minute because
I don't know what that means. I don't know if they for it or were they for it before they were against it, or were they against it before they were for it?
I don't know.
Okay, so apparently you have to be one or the other. You've either got an innie or an outie according to your passport.
Oh, that's for a passport.
Why do we have to go this? The man who threw the sandwich, that guy, my friend may have taken that photo. Well, he was found not guilty of assault.
It was a sandwich.
It was just a sandwich. Sandwich one. So, obesity affects more than
just throw a sandwich. Oh God!
Take the drug. It's good for you. Just take the drug. God damn
it! He should have thrown a donut.
He resumed his press conference after the event participant failed. They said that the gentleman is okay. So
good. I'm glad.
Carolyn Levitt said that he was fine. The White House medical unit jumped in. Dr. Oz was there, and they gave him a shot of Ozempic, and he was just fine. So there you go.
Not guilty of assault, guilty of pepper. Chris. Oh my gosh.
This show. There's something about this show. All right. Federal judge says agents in Chicago have to restrict their use of force against protesters and media. Well, it's probably a good idea. I could go along. Don't shoot the media. So, and protesters, don't touch them. Don't get in their face. So,
Well, that's true.
Kennedy continued the speech about the. Oh, Jesus. All right. So, we're reducing flights. People are falling out, and Trump wants to know if fat people can be saved. So that's pretty much the breaking news headlines.
Only if you're throwing sandwiches. That way they're not eating them. You'll be fine.
Yeah, don't throw sandwiches. It's people. Let's go to a more recent one here. We'll go to this one. All right. So Washington, Oregon, Idaho, parts of Wyoming, Utah, and Colorado in higher elevations could see snow. It's been snowing in upstate New York, Vermont, and New Hampshire and Maine already today. So if you're in any of those areas, good luck. If you're in the middle of the country, from Arkansas to basically all of Tennessee, Kentucky, Alabama, and Georgia, later today there could be some severe storms. So pay attention to your NOAA weather radios. Let's see here. We want to make sure before we get out of here. No, we can't. We're already out of time. So we'll have to turn it over to our local programming in Australia, and they can tell you how cold or how warm it is where you are in Australia. We want to thank everybody in Australia for allowing us to tickle your ears, and I have no damn clue what today's show was about, but we made it through. I'm not sure how, but we made it through.
Tomorrow's Friday, so don't
Friday.
get my expectations.
Yeah, don't look to us for solid entertainment tomorrow. I don't know. So I somehow got to come up with superimposing me in this picture.
Oh,
I need to be standing.
Almost
beside
looks like
somebody.
you just need a bigger mustache, I think. Chops.
Everybody at Radio X in Australia, thank you for tuning in. I encourage you. Let me rephrase that. I beg you, please come over to YouTube and find the Sportcat Show. We are like 242 people away from being monetized, and it would make Mrs. Sportcat happy, and maybe I won't be homeless. So,
and you can also come over to Beyond the Box.
Yeah,
and subscribe too. I don't care about being monetized, but I like the subscriptions. Don't you talk to me like that.
Listen here, woman.
I'll throw a sandwich at you.
Yeah, there we go. I'll throw a sandwich at you. I'll tell you that Oval Office. Everybody, have a great day. I don't know. We'll see you soon. Maybe. Unless they can't.
Bye, everyone.
What are we doing here? I don't know. At Sportcat with all your naked pictures. Females only, please. Brenda.
Complaints go to BobbyDizzle.com.
Yeah. Everybody have a great day. We'll see you soon. I'm going to make my wallpaper. We'll see you soon.
What are you doing?